gonna get everything set up here. I think we're good to go. We are good to go. And just like that, we left Breeze, we're going right back into it. It's coaching time. Crimson, how's it going?
Hello, hello.
How you doing?
I'm stressed.
Why? Why are you
Coaching is
stressed?
scary, okay?
What's scary?
Coaching.
Coaching? Why would it be scary? Are you from Scotland?
No, I'm from Finland.
Finland. Okay. Yeah, cool. I thought I heard a Scottish accent for a second there, but that's cool. Why are you stressed out? What about coaching scares you?
Because I'm bad at the game.
You're bad at the game? No,
Yes.
you're not. No, you're not. You're not. I'm sure you're not. If you keep telling yourself that stuff, then you will be. You know, you're gonna make it a reality, right? You don't want that. So just tell yourself you're good. Just constantly tell yourself you're good. Tell us a little bit about yourself. How long you've been playing for? What are your goals and what do you struggle with the most?
I mean, I've been playing like maybe a year now.
Okay.
And right now I'm just literally just trying to like get back to Ascendant and be on the point where I can like be comfortable playing Ascendant. So, and after that I'm starting to look for a new team because my new previous team just quit.
What happened?
Basically, long story short, we were on a basically the first group we were with, they just kicked us out. For some reason, they wanted a higher ranked team than we were, so we were trying to like continue after that, but we had some minor disagreements, and it got to the point that I was basically told that if I don't like it, I can just leave. So I just left. And the whole team just quit afterwards.
What were the disagreements? What happened? Give us the juice.
Basically, the biggest part was that I and a few other people wanted like a more serious team.
Right.
And then there were people who wanted to like just a chill team, and we couldn't agree on it.
Wanted a what kill? What team?
Like some people just wanted a chill team to just like
A
play
chill
more
team,
small
okay.
tournaments and stuff like that.
Yeah. And then others wanted to go really serious with it.
Yep.
And you were Missa, look into my eyes. Oh, my bad. Hang on, let me look into your eyes. I'm looking right into your eyes. Here we go. Staring right into your eyes. I can zoom in, I think, too. I'm afraid to zoom in, though. I think it's this one. Is it this button? There we go. Now I'm zooming in. There we go. Look into my eyes. There we go. Sorry, I missed that. What else did I miss? Did I miss anything else? Did I miss anything else? Did I miss anything else? Did I miss any other redemptions? Am I anything on? Everything good? Everything good? Kaneko? We good? Okay, we're good. Awesome. All right. So yeah. So you had some struggles with the team. That's cool. It happens sometimes. All right. So you're looking for a new one right now.
Not yet. I want to get back to Ascendant first.
Back into Ascendant? Okay, so we're in Diamond right now?
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you think's holding you back from getting to that point?
Basically, I just don't know what fights to take most of the time.
Yeah.
And what I've noticed, during the past, week or so, is that if I, have a plan and I want to do something, I just hyperfixate on that thing, and I just completely ignore everything else.
So it's a little bit of tunnel visioning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened to me in the last game a little bit too. Like the fight that I took on Cave, I'm like, I want to win this fight. And I shouldn't have stuck with it. I should have smoked it out. Just fucking played off of it. But yeah, it happens to me too. Happens to the best of us. That's cool. So tunnel visioning is a little bit of a struggle for you.
Yeah.
When does it happen? When does it happen normally?
I don't know. All the time.
Can you realize when it's happening? Are you taking it into account that it's happening?
I usually only realize it after it happens.
Okay, well that's a good step. If you have that at the very least, then you're on the right track. Because a lot of people don't even realize they're doing it, and then it's like, okay, I gotta like teach them from the ground up why this is not not a good move. But yeah, that's cool. Okay, so the things that I noticed for you on your end was skills with your minimap. I think there's a lot of opportunity there that we can look at some different things that you might have been missing. And then your comms. Everything is all centered around the comms. Shy, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate you. 2 months in a row. Damn. 2 months in a row. Love that. So yeah, so your comms obviously are going to be important, and then that also translates into the next point, which is setting up your teammates for success. As a controller, you are an enabler, right? You are the person that's supposed to be making sure that everyone else does extremely well around you. That's the real goal behind it. So if you're the person that wants to be the go-getter, then this is probably not the role for you. Why do you do controller? Why do you like controller? Why do you like Viper? Do you play Viper mostly?
Viper is my most played controller, but it really just depends on the map.
Fair enough. Okay. Are you gonna miss Breeze when it's gone?
Yes.
Yeah? You know, this is my most commonly reviewed VOD, is Viper on Breeze. It's always Viper Breeze. It's always Viper Breeze, so. And it's interesting, you started off in B this round. You didn't go right to A. Everyone usually goes to A. What's your beef with A? Do you have beef with A?
Actually, that's the thing. When I played in a team, I was always told to go to B.
Okay.
Just kind of just stuck after that.
There's nothing wrong with going to B, but is there a reason behind it? Why you go to B?
I don't know. I was literally just told to do it, so it just stuck after that. So I'm always just going B automatically.
Okay, so you know the key to defeating tunnel visioning? Do you know what the key is?
No.
The key is to critically think about everything that you're doing. You don't just do it because someone told you to do it. You need to understand why, right? You need to ask questions. Now, obviously, in your first experience on a team, you're told where to go. It makes sense, right? But when you're doing it in a ranked environment, you need to have a reason behind why you're doing it. In a higher level team environment, you need to have a reason for why you're doing it. That's why you go through strats, right? So if you aren't actively thinking about what it is you're trying to do, then you're going to train that part of your brain to just autopilot when you're in these situations, right? So that's a big key. So whenever I ask you what's your intention behind this movement, I better expect an answer at this point. Fair enough?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right, so this round we're going to be looking at a possible over-rotation. Now, over-rotating happens a lot. It happened a lot in our last game. That's one of the reasons why we ended up losing a lot of rounds, because we weren't in the right positions when we should have been. So all the fights were pretty ugly. So we heard 3, and what's going to happen is both of you are going to shift over, which, with the situation as it is right now, both of you shifting over, it's far too early. We see 4. We actually see 4 here, right? So you could shift 1 over, and then you could potentially go towards middle. So where you should be is this mid connector. That way you're able to quickly rotate to A if they can't hold it, or you can be able to shift into B if they're starting to rotate back in. Okay, so let me switch my colors back.
By the way, I can't see anything you're drawing.
I know you can't. I know you can't. You won't be able to through Discord, but you will on the recording. This is a very common thing. Okay, so you can just follow my mouse a little bit. So you should be like right here. Yeah. This is the area. Okay. So everyone shifts over one to the left when there's a thought that there might be a take. And the reason for this is that this is a huge map, right? So you rotating takes a ton of time. So you need to be in the right place at the right time to be able to maximize your frag potential. So if you're not in the right position at all times, that's why comms are so important. See, now you're over rotating at this point. It's too early. Right, they're actually controlling this pretty well, so we don't have to fully commit to this. You can just be towards the mid connector, and if things start going bad, that's when you can start pushing down halls or anything along those lines. Okay. Okay, so now this is the big infraction right here. This was the worst part. If you had stayed on the bridge, I would be okay with this rotation, but you didn't. You jumped into the site. So now we have 5 on site. We don't need 5 to protect this one bomb site, despite popular belief here, right? Because now they can rotate out and they can force a bomb plant on us. And now it's like the momentum hasn't shifted fully in their favor, but they're starting to get that shift. Whereas you could have been in a good position to prevent that plant, or at least have comms for us had they rotated out. Okay. So when I see this, my common thought process is the person's thinking with stats. You're thinking, I need to get a frag here, right? It's always fun to get frags. It's always good to be on top of the scoreboard. It looks nice, right? But it's not necessary. You being in the right position to secure these fights for your team is better, right? So this guy's going to end up taking a fight because it's ranked, but higher level teams might have canceled here, right? Don't think you can do that. I usually go to B on Viper and wall off cave if the enemy goes A. I don't think you can do that every round, so if so, I'm terrible. First round, you can actually get both wall and B and orbiting it. Yeah, you can do both, 100%. If you're quick about it. So what they're talking about is to get maximum effectiveness out of your utility. If you really wanted to, you could throw walls. So let me just go to Valor Plant so you can see. It's a little bit easier that way. Valor Plant's not going to work for me because we're on stream. Try again. Come on. Wakey, wakey, Valor Plant. There we go. Perfect. You still there? You're really quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're saying you can do things like this. Like you can like wall this way. Something like that. While you're doing an orb over here. And you can just like spontaneously pop it. Either one. Right? The other way works too. Whatever one. You can do a bunch of them. So like this. For example. This is another good one. Because you also protect this mid connector if you really wanted to. But the idea is that you're able to do both, right? So you can be multifunctional if you really want to. You can spread out the utility. Either one's fine.
I'm out of here.
That was fast.
Personally go and be on Viper because I feel it's easier to stall entry with orb and snakebite. Yes. We're actually going to be talking about snakebiting, and it comes up pretty soon. So the first question I have for you is, let me go back a little bit. Because you actually changed your mind here, which is good. I'm like, thank God you did. So, you buy the Spectre, and then you buy the armor. Why? What's the thought?
I didn't really have a thought at that point yet.
My point exactly, right? We need to be critically thinking about this. So let's talk about this buy in particular before you switch. You obviously switch. What do you think you can do with the Spectre on B? Like, what fights do you want to take with a Spectre first of all?
I mean, something with a little, like, shorter distance.
What are you talking about distance? How much distance we talking? Hello, Solarfeast. How's it going? No. Okay, listen. No one's judging you, okay? I want you to be wrong. I want you to be wrong so many times so that you've grown immune to the feeling of being wrong. Okay? No, seriously, I'm not even joking. This is like a big time serious moment here. This is a big point in your growth, okay? You need to be okay with being wrong. Do you know how many times you're wrong in a day on average? How many times are you wrong on a day on average? What do you think?
Way too many.
Way too many. You're wrong all the time, right? Being wrong sometimes is uncomfortable. What we need to do is break that habit of feeling uncomfortable when we're wrong. That's the big key, right? Be okay to be wrong. We're human. We're not computers. Okay, so when I ask you a question, I want you to be okay with being wrong and just give me the first answer that comes to your head so that we can work with that. Okay, we're all friends here. We're all friends here. We're all trying to learn and try to grow. This is a really fucking weird game, right? It's random as fuck. You could do 100% of wrong things and still get a good result. You can do 100% right things and still get a bad result. There's lots of things that can happen. So do not be afraid of being wrong. Okay, when you are wrong, you are in the best position for growth, okay? So it's super important that you just answer with confidence, even if you're wrong. Don't be worried about it, okay? So what kind of fights do you want to take with a Spectre? It's okay if you answer wrong. Go for it.
I mean, as short distance as possible.
Yeah, shorter distance typically because you're going to be the king of short distance. Otherwise, you know, you're going to have the judges as well. Judges could be even better. But Spectres generally on that round, if you're going to be doing a buy, you're looking for shorter to mid-range fights. Okay? If you're going to buy the Spectre and you want to do a short to mid-range fight, what kind of fights do you have as an opportunity on B site? Where do you want to stand? If you're going to have this Viper here.
Probably like at the ladder or something.
Ladder is this one right here?
Yeah.
Okay. And like here, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that would be one position that you'd be wanting to play on for sure. You can probably do that. And you can fall back on it. You can throw snake bites down, all that good stuff. Okay. You don't want to be playing it here because that's going to be long range to the window. right? This would be like more of a marksman buy. This would be more of a bulldog buy. So what you need to do to critically think is before you go into the position, or before you decide which position you're going to be, you got to be like, okay, I'm going to go to this position. What fights am I going to be taking most likely? And if the answer is going to be long range fights, then you need to think about what weapon do I need to buy for long range fights. If you go through percentages and be like 80% of my fights most likely will be long range, then you need to buy accordingly to that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you bought that. We didn't have an intention behind the buy, which is a big piece. So why we tunnel vision? And then you switch to the marksman. So what kind of fights does the marksman want to take?
Long distance.
Long distance, exactly. You're right. See, you're doing well. What are you worried about? You're doing well. Very easy, right? So long range. So which spots on Breeze B site can we play if we're going to use the marksman? Where do you like to go?
I mean, either backside or the half wall.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh, this is one. Yeah, this one? Cool. And then you said the half wall? So here?
Yeah.
I don't like the half wall too much because you can force a short range fight here if you're not in the right position at the right time. But yeah, it works for sure. This angle here is okay. This angle here is okay. Perfect. Cool. So you got those long range angles. This one's a little tough because you got this peak here and then this peak here. So you got to be careful of that. But other than that, those are your two spots, or those are your spots. Perfect. So important to look at that. And why did we buy the marksman? What was the thought process there?
Because I thought I was gonna be playing backside here. Because I usually play on back when I play Viper on here.
Okay, so you're falling into the habits of working with your team, sort of thing.
How the fuck do I not have enough money for collection?
So this is important. What do you think we messed up here?
I mean, I could have pushed with the neon.
Could have pushed with the
If I
neon?
know the neon was gonna be pushing.
Yeah, you didn't know. Why didn't you know?
Because he didn't say anything.
Oh, so it's his fault?
I mean, I could have asked.
Exactly. You could have asked. You could have asked, right? Here's the thing. It is your responsibility as a controller to set your teammates up for success. We talked about this before, right? Rounds are won and lost in your pre-round buy phase. Okay? So what happens is you don't know his plan. He doesn't know your plan. So you're playing back here on half wall, staring at a wall ready to throw an orb that can't really support him. It can kind of, but he's deciding to push and you're playing completely passive. You see where this is a problem?
Yeah.
Right? Now, what could you have done to potentially support his push here? Let's say that let's say a perfect world, you know what he's going to do. So what could you do to support him with your utility?
I don't know, maybe like snake by the window so they can push that.
You could. I don't know if the timing's right for it. I think they'll end up peeking into it and it won't really help. We want to think out of the box here. Chat, help her out. We want to think out of the box. Let's see what chat comes up with. What can we do to support this push? With our utility. We have very limited options. I've used my lore enough. Chat should know exactly when they're have to go. Thank you for the stream. Kaneko, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate you. What can we... So, Jay, once again, what can we do with our limited utility to support this neon pushing down through B connector? Come on, Crimson, you know this. Okay, I'm just gonna throw something random. Throw a wall. Cover that angle so that he just peeks out with confidence. Why not? Right? Seems like a big investment, right? But you're on an anti-eco, and he wants to be aggressive. This is not the most ideal play to be making, right, against an eco round. But desperate times call for desperate measures when you're playing against, you know, ranked players, right? Shit happens. So this is like thinking outside of the box, right? You could do that too. You could do that too, Devil. You could throw an orb a little bit deeper so that she peeks out and the orb pops over here. Yep. That way she feels more, and then you could save your wall for something else. Right? But the idea is that you need to adapt to how your teammates are playing, right? This might be the most stupidest investment you ever done with a wall, right? But this is not the smartest play to do against an Antico. It isn't, right? So you gotta kind of like, you gotta follow the herd a little bit sometimes, right?
I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting the Neon to just like push in and die immediately.
Well,
when I
so
saw
am
it.
I, because you guys aren't even trying to play together, right? It's probably just gonna die, right? And it's probably gonna be from window because I'm gonna swing out here and then I'm gonna take a fight. We're gonna miss, right? So what's gonna happen? This is exactly how it's gonna play out. It's not gonna play out like this. I've seen the VOD, but this is what would happen, right? So everyone jumps into a crouch because they're whiffing every single shot. This one person's into a crouch too, and then this person here swings out. It's like, oh, one tap in the head, no problem. And they're all just whiffing and hitting every tile on the freaking wall known to man on each side. You know what I mean? That's how it always happens, right? And the reason why is because this Neon is not peeking with confidence because she's worried about window the entire time, right? So what you can do to support it is just like ask at the beginning of the round, what are you planning on doing? I'm gonna do this push. Okay, great. That's stupid. Let me help you out with it, right? I'm gonna throw this wall here. Don't worry about window. Just peek into the connector. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So right now you're playing passive. She's playing aggressive.
It's gonna be B.
See, if you had thrown the orb, okay, you did throw the orb. You can ask her to fall back now. I pop the orb. You can be like, I pop the orb here, pop the orb, and then she can run out through the orb and get out of here because it's not going to be a good fight for her. This is like death at this point. No, she's so dead. How is she alive? How is she alive? I don't get it. And I feel like this whole awkward fight could have been avoided, and we just had some communication at the beginning. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh, one of me.
Okay. What are we doing? What's going on? Walk me through this, Crimson. I need help. Help me. What's going on here?
Like, I was just thinking I could like get behind them since they were pushing on elbow.
You know what gun I would love for you to have if you're gonna make this play? Come on, Crimson. Stop being shy. Let me go back. Let me go back. Remember this weapon you had right here?
Yep, this way.
The one that you sold? Okay. Can you see where the problem's happening here? Okay. So it comes back to the first question I asked you. What is the ideal fight range for a marshal? Crimson?
The long range weapon.
Long range. You got it.
Like
Okay.
a secondary, they want to drop. Nope, fair enough.
This is the third round. Let me go back. Oh my goodness. I'm pressing all the buttons here. And I don't even have your... Oh my goodness. Give me 1 second. Ah, scuffage. Alright, let's try this again.
Okay, now
Let's go back.
it's gonna be B.
Sorry about that, chat.
Yeah.
Good kill, by the way. Okay, so walk me through the thought process here. Let's see if we can break it down.
Oh, one of me.
I mean, the only thought was that because they were pushing on elbow, I could
One
maybe
enemy
get
remaining.
them before, like, because they were pushing like both of my teammates.
Mhm. So you want to set up a flank on them. That's fine.
Yes.
What happens if you end up dying there, though?
We lost the round most likely.
Most likely, why? What's the
Because they have B for free, and they have weapons.
3v3 situation. That's why. What are they trying to do in this round? Do you know?
Probably just get pigs.
Yeah, absolutely. Because they want to do damage to our economy. That's the main goal, right? They're doing what's called a bare ass minimum to us. So when they have a bare ass minimum, they're telling themselves at the beginning of the round, if we can get the bomb down, that's huge. If we can get 2 kills, maybe 3, that would be great. So the fights that happen here, all these close range fights that we're feeding into them, which is not good for us, but we're taking them anyway, because guess what? We're playing ranked, right? All of that is good for them. We're playing into their hand. We're giving them the gifts. So by you pushing up here in a 3v3 situation, had you died and made it a 2-3, right? All of a sudden, this round is flipping on its head. They can plant the bomb. Now they've got all their bare ass minimum. It doesn't even matter if they lose, because the next round, they're set up for success. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So the move itself is, it's okay, right? To be able to start a flank on a person, per se. The weapon of choice is not great. And the situation of it being a 3v3 is not good either. Okay? So what would be a time when you could... Holy shit. Thank you, Shindo Fowl. Thank you so much for the prime sub. Appreciate you. I think I got like 2 or 3 I got to do some push-ups on. And we'll do that in between the VOD reviews. So the situation is 3v3. What would be a situation that you could do this without risk? What would be a number situation?
Maybe if we were like down numbers.
Yeah, if you're down numbers, be aggressive. Don't be afraid to be aggressive. 100%. You're correct. Okay. So won that round. All right. So this round, I said, I love that wall. I think you ended up getting this wall for me. I could be wrong. Let's see what happens. I think this is the VOD I watched where someone did a crisscross on a... It might be. So the one thing I want you to do to break tunnel vision is to not repeat the same thing every single round. I want you to do something different. Try going towards A. Try going towards halls. Try being aggressive on mid and see what happens. Because you need to break out of this habit of doing the same thing every single round. Otherwise, it's going to be really hard for you to grow as a player. Does that make sense?
Could you drive
Yep.
to a secondary again?
Crimson Simp here? Is that you? Oh, Hexagon is live?
Oh lord, that's my new one.
Oh my goodness. So I see the first time chatter, like what's going on? Okay, they're probably up. There could be a pause here. Okay, good. Clearing it out properly. Good. Awesome. Okay, it's fine. This move's fine. You just hold the left side of yellow at this point. Good wall. This is a really good wall because they're using this wall here. So this is the crisscross wall right here. This is really good because now if you pop that wall, and they have to push through it, right? So, excellent move. Love it. Love it. You're playing this like a Spectre. There you go. Switch to your USB. Switch to your Ghost. I'm so used to saying USB. Oh my goodness. So when you're defusing the bomb and you're in a potentially hazardous area, how are you feeling?
I'm usually just terrified.
You're terrified. Yeah, usually terrified because someone's going to swing at you and shoot you in the face, right? You should let your teammates know. You should let your teammates know how terrified you are, right? Like, hey, can you watch A main so I don't get shot in the fucking head? Please? Like, that would be great. Just call them out. Hey, like, listen, I'm defusing. I'm sticking it. Just remind them I'm sticking it. Protect me. Anything. Because, like, look, this Jet's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot at you. And no one was reacting for like half a second there. Thank God the person peeked out when he should have, right? But you could repeat this because how many times have you been on the bomb before and someone just shot you and you're just like, no one's helping me? How many times does that happen?
Way too many.
Yeah, so prevent it. It's kind of like you're doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a better result next time. Why? You know, it's just like if you're gonna fall down a pit of rocks, you're probably gonna break your leg. But like that one time out of 10, you fall down, you don't break your leg. You're kind of hoping for that moment to happen. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. Set yourself up for success. Ask the question. Say, hey, by the way, I'm defusing this bomb. Can you please protect me? right? It's a quick little calm, right? If someone gives you a hard time for that, well, that's their problem at that point.
On my way.
Yeah, I planted them like 7 years ago and I still get assists. How? Oh,
These guys are so fixated on stats, it just drives me up a wall. My goodness. All right, so this round's going to be about setting up your teammates for success, okay?
I'm out of here.
And it's going to come down, it's the same round that we watched before. It's the same freaking round. Here you are repeating, okay? I want you to break this habit. You need to break this habit. Everything that you're doing is custom made and tailor made to set you up to be tunnel visioned, because you're just autopiloting everything. Can you see this?
Yep.
How many rounds have we done this in a row now?
This is the 4th round, so this is the 4th time.
4th round, yeah. Okay, so you're gonna throw this orb. At least tell your Neon I'm doing this, because guess what Neon's gonna do?
He's gonna push.
Be aggressive.
My way.
And you're not here to support at all. Okay, good. So you pop the orb to get him out of there. At least you got that going. That's good.
Well, I need fucking heal because I fucked up.
USB noted scream.
I'm a heal.
Okay, that was a little too early. You just busted both of your snake bites here. Let's watch the snake bite again, because I think your utility usage could use a little bit of work. So you pop the orb.
Well, I need fucking heal
I'm assuming you're afraid someone's going to push through the orb at that exact moment.
because I fucked up.
I'll give you that one.
I was expecting to just rush you like after the neon.
Well, here's the thing, okay? If you pop a smoke up, you should be watching it, right? You should actually just like have your crosshair on it, because who has the advantage when you're holding a smoke? Is it them coming out of the smoke, or is it you?
It's me.
Yeah, like let's look at this, right? So you throw your orb. Let me just delete everything. So you throw your orb here. So it's like this. And let's say that you're the enemy Astra. And Astra says, ah, what a lovely day on Breeze. I'm just going to take a nice little stroll through here. How many angles can Astra be shot from?
Too many.
We got 1. We got 2. We got 3. We got 4. We got 5. We got 6. We got 7. How do you think Astra's feeling when she's looking at like 7,000 different angles that can shoot her in the face when she walks through that smoke?
That's very good, probably.
Probably not really good. You know, there's been better days in Astra's life, right? So whenever you have a smoke down, generally speaking, you holding an angle on that smoke is totally okay. Totally fine. Because guess what? Astra, with her crosshair placement, has a 1 to 7 chance of peeking out of that smoke perfectly and shooting you in the face. If she does that, good job. You give her a golf clap, you move on, right? It is what it is, right? But she's got to think about all these different angles. So if you are certain that someone's going to push through that orb, one of the ways you know you're certain is when there's flashbangs coming out, okay? So for example, let's say they have Arena. They have Arena, she throws a Leer out. Guess what you got to do? You respond with utility. Utility with utility in kind. So before you back off, you snake bite right here. Or you snake bite right here if you can. Okay, so as soon as you see that eye, boom, snake bite. If you snake bite right here, guess what? They can only go this way. So guess where you're going to be peeking? This way. Swinging out on them. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. You respond utility for utility with in kind. That's the big key. Right? So you just popped one in here. Totally fine. The first one was fine, but the second one was a little overkill. And the reason being is that you're not spreading your utility out over the 1 minute and 20 seconds. That could be used for many different things. It could be used to prevent a plant. It could be used to prevent spacing control from them, right? They can't just run through your molly. I mean, some do. They're crazy, but like doing a molly like this, for example, prevents them from taking this back lane for a long period of time. So just tossing the molly on the entrance, I see a lot of people just automatically do that. It's good with the right timings. But if you're just tossing it just because, then there's an issue there. Fat Cat 16p. How you doing, my friend? Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, so let's see how this run plays out at this point.
No. No worries.
Be very careful playing this angle. This is what's called an on angle. Do you know what an on angle is?
No.
Okay, an on angle is a commonly crosshair placed angle. You don't necessarily need to worry about it right now because your jet is watching it, right? You can see the vision cones, so what you're looking at is kind of counterproductive to what she's looking at, okay? But that being said, you're on an on angle. An on angle is a commonly crosshair placed angle. Let's go back into this. Let's say we have the Astra situation again, okay? Astra's having a little walk. And she's like, you know what? Today feels like a good day to take B site. So I'm going to have a little walk in here. And I'm going to look towards this direction. And I'm going to clear out everything over here. Okay, everything's clear. I'm going to take a little peek over here. Oh, everything's clear. I'm going to take a little peek over here. Oh, everything's clear. So where do you think, after she's cleared this angle, her crosshair placement's most likely going to be?
Where I am.
Bingo. Right where you are. And guess what? There's a magical thing in this game. It's called peeker's advantage. When you peek into a person, like so, it'll be a second behind that you can actually respond and see her peeking into you. So what ends up happening if you're standing still on an on angle, spoiler alert, shit's gonna go bad. Okay? So here's how you counter an on angle crosshair placement when they're peeking into you. You go in and out. In and out. In and out. Okay? Same thing with this on angle. In and out. In and out. Okay? This is on an online environment. I haven't played this game on LAN, so I'm not sure how it responds exactly. But this is the general way that you would be peeking an on angle. Now, on angles for you is pretty much this choke point. Anything down this choke point. This angle here would be an off angle. This angle here would be an off angle. The reason being is that when they're coming in, this is the only place where your crosshair placement needs to be, right? It can't be any multiple different angles. And when she's coming in, she's probably looking towards that direction as well. So there's going to be a lot of threat when you're holding that particular angle and fighting, okay? Now, let's say that she gets out to this position. She goes here. Where's her crosshair placement? Where's her crosshair placement?
It's gonna probably be on like backside.
Yeah? Okay.
Towards backside.
Cool. What about this angle here?
I mean, she basically already cleared it, so I don't think many people like look at the deep angle.
No. Don't worry about the situation. We're talking about Astra here. Astra's just walked in here. Where is she going to be looking? Crimson? Come on. Where's she going to be looking?
Like, I don't know.
Exactly. You don't know. You don't know. Exactly. Because look, this is a valid angle for her to look. This is a valid angle for her to look. This is a valid angle for her to look. She could be looking here, looking here. So this is what makes it an off angle. When you peek out, you have one place to look. She's got 1,000,000. So you have a massive advantage on this fight, fighting her when she's here. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay? So the difference between an on angle and an off angle is that you could peek out, you can hold this angle and just like only look towards this direction. You can hold that. But if you're going to peek down B main, you need to be peeking in and out. Make sense? Okay. Mystics, I hate how accurate this is. Where they don't know how to tell you this, but I just realized you have the voice of an optometrist in and out. Reminds that doesn't sound like you're not an optometrist. Shy Goddess. Sounds worse than that. Early stream, Quantum Dragon, good to see you. Welcome in, my friend. How's everyone doing? Like I built this habit up without understanding fully when I do not need to do this. Are we talking, okay, let me go to bind. Okay. We're talking about B site. Let's talk about this angle. Say your chamber. Okay. And you have a person coming in. It's Asher again. How many angles does she have to clear out to find you? We have 1, 2, then 3. So she comes around and then peeks into it. You have 1 angle to look at. Is this an on angle or an off angle? Take a guess. Don't worry about being wrong. Take a guess. I need something from you.
On angle, I think.
It's an on angle. Yeah, because she's going to peek into you with peeker's advantage and looking at this one spot. Okay? Now the difference is, because you're chamber, you have a little bit more flexibility. So instead of being there, you're going to be here. She clears this corner angle, and then she sees you here. Is that an on angle or an off angle?
Off.
It's an off angle. Right, exactly, because you have your trip here, so you have your TP, your rendezvous, so you can get the hell out of here. And you can be out wider. That's one of the reasons why Chamber is a strong character. Always has been. Because you can play all these random angles that you wouldn't expect and easily be able to teleport back. Right? And get out of dodge. Same thing with Jet. Jet has the same kind of ability. I can dash out of these spots. That's what makes Jet a really powerful character. So you can play all these off angles without being punished. Right? So that gives you a little more perspective. Does that clarify things for you?
Yep.
Okay, so we're holding this angle. You're standing still into it. Thank God you're moving. But you were standing still into that. If someone swing you, you probably lose that fight.
Wait, let me.
One enemy
Let me,
remaining.
fuck's sake.
Everyone's so involved with their stats. It's so important to them. It's crazy.
Go kill him, bro.
Hope he gets killed. Oh, he got it. Damn it.
Holy shit.
He got it. Or they don't know how to tell you. Oh yeah, you already told it. I already looked over for this. It's true. Yeah, okay. I understand what you're talking about. Now I see it. To the end of it reminded me of which one's better. 1 or 2. 1 or 2. I should have been an optometrist. Okay. Alright. Crimson, I'm gonna lose my shit. Alright? Because you're gonna do this 5 rounds in a row.
I mean, it's working.
Oh my
I've
goodness.
got your trail. Poison orb emitted.
Alright, you've been revealed. It's probably too late to fire this straight on. Where else could you have fired this snake bite?
On the corner, like elbow.
You got it. Fire it on the corner. Prevent the space from being taken. Now you have to fall back. Gotta fall back. Okay, good. Fall back, fall back, fall back. Don't. No. Big no. You know why no? Do you know why no?
Because they know I'm there already.
Yeah, you
Gonna
just.
be holding
You're
that.
lucky there's a random wall here. Let me tell you, because that person's probably on the corner ready to shoot you in the face. So you just peeked into nothing. Your crosshair placement's like dick level right now, I think, actually. It's lower than it needs to be. That's one thing. But this peak right here is an aggressive peak. Look at the situation. 4v4, okay? You are playing what kind of position on B? What is your position called? Starts with an A. All right, I'll give you the answer. The word is anchor.
Oh, okay.
Okay? The word is anchor. Okay? So, when you're anchoring, there's very specific rules. You got Shy Goddess. Got it. Beautiful Shy Goddess. Way to go. So, when you are anchoring, there's very specific rules. The first specific rule that you don't want to break is you want to exist as long as possible. Okay? So you just need to stay alive on site and you need to communicate. They're in B. I need to rotate. That way someone can come support you. You staying alive on site makes it incredibly difficult for the enemy to plant. Which is why I'm saying the snake bites can stall you out. Oh, man, that's aggressive. Okay? They could be anywhere on site. They could be all around you. They could literally be beside you right now and you wouldn't even know it. Right? They could be all around you.
Wait, that's lurking. Don't die.
I'm surprised they aren't on site. Okay, that's why, because they're pushing right through halls. So they're going back towards A, so they canceled off of B at this point. Yeah, they canceled off B. They're probably taking front of A. And there's 2 there. Playing really slow. You have a wall still. You could wall off the B main.
Okay, I got out of this.
Poison orb emitting.
Yeah, you're dead. I've never seen someone so dead in my life. Oh my goodness. Oh no! The breach failed, man! What? Oh my goodness. Okay, you have your wall. You could live a little bit longer by falling back. Fall back, fall back, fall back. Okay, this is the angle that they're gonna immediately cross her place, and the reason why they're doing that, if they're coming through here, they're gonna immediately cross her because they have walled off the rest of the site. So the only threat angle, you need this one, and then you immediately. So they're gonna come out swinging on you if they're coming through here.
Poison's off.
Okay, poison's off. Here they go. They're gonna probably peek into you. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's just, what the hell, man.
Enemy remaining.
That was actually perfect timing on you. That was actually perfect timing. Because Jet probably cleared that angle and then put his back to you as that wall was going down.
Down B.
Poison
Uh,
orb emitting.
Last player standing.
oh no. Okay, peek to the left. Go to the left. Go to the left. Oh, okay. This could work. This could work. This could work. Oh no!
Poison's
Okay, fall out. Go to B main. Go to B main. Go to B main. Get out of there. Okay. All right. So if you're in the situation and you know he is here, how many angles can he peek you from?
2.
2. Whenever you're being, or whenever there's a situation where you be peeked by 2, you need to be aggressive on 1. Actually, yeah, be aggressive on 1. That's pretty much it. there's no second option. I'm like, yeah, you got to be aggressive on 1, or you play back and get away from the situation and try to single out for 1 angle that they can push you on. So you never want to wait. You want to go to the right or you want to go to the left. See how you're kind of going in between and you expose yourself to 2 the entire time? You just need to go to the right here. You need to go to the right. Forget holding both of them.
I'm sorry. I tried.
Nah, I shouldn't have admitted it's fine.
Make sense?
Yep.
Just commit to one of them and then try to isolate the other one so it doesn't get pushed on you. So you just gotta like go for it. Just be aggressive. We're gonna see it again, aren't we?
Yep.
So don't be afraid to just like say, hey, I'm gonna go A this round and do something. Or
I'm
gonna,
afraid to say anything to my teammates.
because they're gonna give you toxic bullshit.
I think that was
Mute
the
them.
like this was the only game I played that day where I didn't mute my voice chat.
3.
It should be okay. Have you heard my rules about muting voice chat?
No.
It's pretty much mute them every single game. That's my answer. Mute them every single game because here's the thing. Let's just do it again. Let's just listen to it. Chat, we're gonna play that fun game show everyone loves. Okay? Give me a score out of 10, guys, for the quality of comms from her teammates. A score out of 10.
3.
I suggest you move.
Poison
Well,
orb
fuck
emitting. Poison's off.
Multiple enemies A. Here we go.
We're getting more comms from the automatic comms of the characters than we are from her actual team.
Toxins going up.
I hate Phantom.
Spike planted.
I hate my life.
One enemy remaining.
So I love Phantom. Fair.
Smoke down.
It's like every single time I do this, guys, I'm proven right. Every single time I do this. Okay, chat, give us the final numbers. And then Crimson, what is your score out of 10 for the quality of comms you just got from that round? Out of 10.
1.
There you go. Okay? If you don't believe me, we're going to do it again. Okay, let's do it again this next round.
Won't get it back, but can I borrow it?
You know what? I take it back, 0.
What do you say, Clones?
Hey, we heard about his opinion about the Phantom. That was important, right? Hang on, let's listen to that.
I hate Phantom.
Spike planted.
I hate the Phantom. Hey, that's important. That's important to know. Thank you so much for telling us,
I hate
Strike.
my life.
So glad to hear about
One
that.
enemy remaining.
So I love
Apple, Seppa, how's it going? Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for the lovely raid. Good to see ya. I love having you here. Good to be here. Thank you so much for coming by and bringing your community. My name is Worthy TV. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a professional Valorant coach doing exactly that right now with our good friend Crimson Puppeteer. Say hello.
Oh yeah.
Say hello to everybody. With confidence, with gusto, Crimson. With gusto. Say hello, motherfuckers! Come on, let's go. Yeah, so welcome in. So I do all my coaching through Discord. So if you're interested in doing any coaching in the future, if you have any questions while we're going through this, feel free to fire away in chat. I love to be able to talk to you guys. Sometimes we'll move the conversation in new and unique ways that I wasn't expecting, and it allows for a better experience for Crimson and all the other people that we have. So thank you so much for coming by, guys. I hope that this stream is very entertaining for you. Appreciate you all. Welcome in. All right, so we're gonna play that game again. All right, 4 seconds into the round. I want you guys in chat to tell me, out of 10, the quality of comms for her teammates. Okay, the quality of comms. Give me those qualities. Let's hear it. Out of 10, give us a score.
2. Ecoing.
Poison orb
I can
emitting.
resolve if you want.
Bro,
We got a bro.
One enemy remaining.
My ult's ready.
Poison orb. I think that's it.
Okay, out of 10, what is this? What is the score? What is the score? Oh, we want to play. Want me to play it? I can't go any louder than that. Too quiet? One too quiet? Okay. At least they're talking now, or some. Yeah, I mean, because they're starting to win, right? Because Sky trying to calm but not getting anything back. Yeah. So you're gonna give it a 3. Oh, that's generous. Max 4. Okay. 0.5 sneaky peeky. Okay. The point being here, right? And I've said this numerous times, especially for women that struggle with misogyny online, right? You can avoid it altogether, because if you look at this, we've done 2 or 3 rounds in a row, and the quality of comms have been sub 5, right? That's a big problem. So it's not really reliable feedback. Would you agree or disagree, Crimson?
Definitely agree.
Yeah, so it's not really that great. Now, obviously, I always say, you know, give people benefit of the doubt if you can at the beginning of the round, right? The first round. But you'll know right away what you're going to be getting, especially if you're actively talking to people. So if it's negative, you just immediately mute them because they're not giving us good comms anyway. So what the hell? Now, a lot of coaches will say, well, you should be inspiring people to talk. You should be doing all this good stuff. I'm like, yeah, definitely. 100%. I think you definitely should do that stuff. But at the end of the day, this is not the greatest environment to be working on your comms in terms of receiving comms. This is not the good environment to do that in. Now, if you're in a 5-stack, or if you're in our 10-mans, in our Discord, then you're going to be able to have a good environment in which you could start, I screwed that up, a good environment in which you can actually start responding to comms, right? If you don't have an environment where comms are a good thing, then the best thing for you to work on is you looking at your mini-map and getting the skills from that, understanding what they're looking at, seeing where the X's are flying, all that good stuff. There's a lot of information that you can get off that mini-map that you don't have to rely and depend on someone else for. You know, I was joking, but the characters, the actual comms from the characters, not the people playing them, were better comms than the actual people talking. It's crazy to me, right? So you can get so much more information just from the game and from the mini-map alone than you can other people, right? This is how unreliable that is. So if you're relying and depending on that shit, I promise you, it's going to lead you down a really bad path, at least in ranked, okay? If you want to practice receiving comms, come to our 10-mans in our Discord. Okay? That's my ultimate counter to misogyny right there. Mute them before they even talk. Mute them before they even talk. It's useless anyway, right?
I'm out of here.
Pings are good, yeah, as long as it doesn't get in the way of you playing, right? That's the only thing. Like, if you have to press map and then click on something, then it can get in the way a little bit. But, great point. All right, so they're gonna take it hard. No comm for the 2-1 window. I think the round. Okay, that was round 5. Let me see what do we got now. This is round 8. Okay, so there's a minor mistake here.
Come into the unknown.
Oh, you were tired in this VOD.
I'm always always tired. That's the thing.
You say you're always tired?
Yep.
Why?
I don't know. I just am.
How's your sleep quality? do you sleep
Terrible.
full 8 hours?
I mean, the thing is that my sleep schedule is like all over the place. Like today, I woke up around 6 p.m.
You woke up at 6 p.m.? Oh,
Yep.
6 p.m. Eastern? Or no, not 6 p.m. Eastern. That wouldn't make sense. 6 p.m. your time. Okay.
Yep.
What do you do for work? Are you like dispatch or something? Or you're working shift?
I don't work because I have health issues that prevent me from working. So I just
Okay.
play games all day.
Okay, fair enough. I can't speak to any of that kind of stuff, but I do work with people who deal with like a lot of sleep issues. So if you're ever curious about that stuff, I can maybe give you a couple options to help you out with that. But because it's health related, I don't want to talk about it on stream just in case there's something personal.
Get out of
If
my
it
way.
goes badly, I'll use all to retake.
Okay, let's see if you clear halls here.
That seems to be going badly enough.
This strike guy is trying his best to communicate. I'll give him that. Give him that.
Go, go, go. Spike planted.
Hawk out.
Mouse replacement's okay. Now, when they're ulting like that, you could push in with it, right? When your teammate ults like this, you could push in and follow in. Because it's going to give you at least an idea of where they are. And especially in a situation like this, where you're looking at a 3v4, you need to be aggressive to try to even out the numbers here, right? To have any kind of chance of winning this. The other part, too, that you need to understand is if you don't make moves, that breach is going to ult you off bomb and stall you out. So his ult ultimately will give them a win condition.
Okay.
Last player
Oh,
standing.
why am I pushing that?
So this one's a pretty easy fix. Okay, you threw the wall. This is actually one of the first VODs I've watched of Viper where the person hasn't placed their wall like instantaneously off the hop of the round.
Toxins going up.
Yeah, okay, so you placed the wall, but I think you
I
did it
messed
so
up the wall,
fast.
though.
Yeah, you just need to take that extra second to place it down. And you can
I
honestly,
think it was the flash that really like panicked me a little bit. Like
Honest-
I could flash when I was placing the wall, so
so you got scared by that.
yep.
Okay. I think what you can start doing is we talked about this before, right? You can place your wall ahead of time. So off buy phase, you just run over to A, place your wall, then rotate to B. And just tell everyone you're playing B. That way you at least have it down.
Last player
Oh,
standing.
why am I pushing that?
And it's a wall that's like perfect because you can play these retakes really easily off of it. There's so many times you haven't really thrown your wall. So you haven't been getting much function out of it at all. So I think just like
I don't know why I'm like really bad at using the wall on defense on this map.
you don't want to use a wall?
Like I'm just bad at doing it. I don't know. Like I usually just be like I don't know where to use it.
Okay, you don't know where to use it. Here's the trick, okay? It's going to go back to the first lesson I taught you today. I want you to be wrong a lot of times. Okay? I want you to be so okay with being wrong. And I want you to experiment because here's the problem. We've watched 8 rounds now and you've repeated the same thing over and over again. You know why you did that? Because it's comfortable. It's comfortable. You're not chasing that uncomfortability. You're not trying different things. You're not limit testing yourself. So when you are not putting yourself in a state of uncomfort, you cannot grow. You can't grow as a player. So you need to chase that level of uncomfortability, right? If you just stay comfortable all your life in all things, you will stay the same. So you have to be able to reach out and push past that level of uncomfort and be okay with it. It's a natural feeling. Doesn't make you a bad person.
Yes.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't make you a bad person. Okay? Be okay with being wrong. Super important.
I'm coming for you, Sabine.
Okay, this round is going to be about... We're going to move ahead off this one, I think. I think you guys just run them over. Yeah, you're not really involved in this one. Okay, so the next round is going to be ult for alt.
I shouldn't have that bind on that button.
So, I'm going to ask you a question, a couple questions. I want you to answer, and don't be afraid of being wrong, okay? Seriously. Just answer. First thing that comes in your head, just say it. We're not going to judge you here, okay? So, what is your job in this comp?
I mean, just help my teammates, I guess.
You can go a little bit deeper than that. You're on the right track. You are correct. You are so generally correct, but you are correct. That was the safest answer I've ever heard in my life. Help my teammates. Love that. All right, try again.
Like, use my utility so they can take space and, like, do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, map control. That's exactly what TTV Caro said. Map control, definitely one of them. You can definitely be aggressive with your walls, right? You can set up your teammates for success with your comms, obviously. That's part of it, but it's not really your direct job, right? What counters you on the enemy team? Who's your direct counter?
I don't actually know about that team.
It's a tricky question. This one's a tricky answer. No, it is a tricky one. It's a really tricky one. Because there's multiple correct answers. Which makes it really difficult for you to play Viper. Go ahead.
I think the worst is like Sky or Viper.
Sky is a direct counter to your ult with her ult. Okay? Correct. Who else is a direct counter to you?
Maybe like Breach ult.
Breach. You got it. Breach ult. Who else?
Like Viper ult, Viper utility.
Yeah,
anyway.
Viper on Viper is definitely another counter. Anything else? Shy's got it. Shy's got it.
I mean, it has to be Harper, right?
You're right. Yeah, Harbor
Many
ult.
other options like
You got 4 for 4. You got 4 for 4. So you know your shit, right?
Yeah, I just don't care. Scared of Jets and play Viper.
Mystic says it right. I love that in chat. It says, "Who is your counter?" Answer yes. Pretty much everyone directly counters you, right? So you need to be aware of what ults or what you're going to be doing your ult and who you can counter, because your counter for your ult is who. Like if you were to pop your ult, you're popping your ult to counter who?
Maybe like, I don't know, Breach.
Nope. Try again. Try again.
Then Viper?
Yeah. Ult, Viper's ult. You got it. That way it's an even playing field between the two of you, right? That would be a direct counter, for sure. Well, indirect counter, but it would be a counter. It wouldn't be a direct counter, okay? So, there you go. It's always important to look at these things when you're loading into the game, because you need to know what you're up against, and you need to know when to time your ult as well. Because if they're going to use their ults when we have our ults, then it's going to be a problem for us, right?
Button is it?
Now, that being said, you realize that you're one orb away from your ult. So if she's got an ult, she uses it this round, you can counter her with your ult. Okay. Red Action 4K, thank you so much for the follow. Canada Girl says, "Damn, stop doing things that are around comfortable. Hit me as Killjoy." Yeah, honestly, Killjoy mains have struggled with this a lot. Sages struggle with this a lot. Sage, Killjoy, and apparently Viper struggles with this a lot. In Viper, you have so much flexibility with Viper to be aggressively playing different spots or taking map control and doing things like that. So you were talking about you didn't really know what walls to use, so let's go over some walls on Breeze. Okay. So we have Wendler's wall. One of his favorites is to do this. Okay. I think it's something like this. Or does he throw it here? Something like that. And then he ends up pushing through. That would be like an aggressive one. I'm not a total fan of it, but I understand why he does it.
I think the
Um,
big issue is that, like, at one point I used to always play Viper on A, but then I was told, hey, go on B, Viper is so much better on B, and then the B was just, like, forced into me, so now I'm always just playing B.
I like it more for B site, but it works on A with coordination. Yeah, okay, so this won't take heavy coordination for sure. Now, the ones that I like is this, and then being aggressive, right? You can even do the one right here, just like if you wanted to be aggressive, take away the window angle so that someone like your neon can peek out, right? That's fine too. Okay. One's towards mid. Seen this one used a few times. Take that across. That way you can take mid control. And then you can flash through it with like KOs and stuff like that, right? Whatever works. You want to vary it up though. That's the big key, right? You throwing this here once conditions the enemy team, which is actually what I was talking about on TikTok today. If you throw that and everyone plays aggressive into shop and you fall back, now every time you throw that wall, they're going to be worried about you pushing through shop. So that changes their mind on different things. That allows you to be maybe aggressive on B main or something like that, right? So you can play around with that. Now, other walls I love are the retake walls. So you can do this one. Because what are they normally doing with their wall? They're throwing this piece of shit. Right? They're throwing that shit. Whatever it is. The worthy wall. Okay? So if you do this, you're now playing 4 quadrants. Okay? On your retake. If they're going to go into the site, then it's like, okay, they walk in. Like, oh yeah, I love throwing this wall. Hang on, let me throw another one. I love it when we throw this wall. This is easy wins. And then they walk out and they're like, oh shit, there's a wall here. This doesn't go according to plan. We're supposed to take A site super easy. And then all of a sudden you're like, I don't know what to do. There's a wall here. What is this? And then their brains just turn off because guess what? They're autopiloting too, right? They've done the same thing over and over again. It's like now when they see this wall up here, they're like, I don't know what to do, right? That happens all the time, okay? So that's a really good one too. Wendler, any other options? I think this one here, something along this line, can do something too. I don't know. You can throw different things. Throw a ton of different things. One that I think is worth it as well if you want to be aggressive on elbow, you can make it so you go right here, and then if they're walking out onto you, like they just like pop into this wall and like, I can't see a damn thing, and they're also decaying. Like you can play around with that kind of idea too if you want to play aggressive on elbow. There's one here, like this, where you can literally just lurk yourself in to this pocket. But if you're gonna do it, make sure you turn your gun away because you could peek your gun through there. I've seen that happen a few times. This is actually good for Nico because they might not check it. Yeah. B main choke. B main choke, you mean like right here? Are you talking about? Something like that. Yeah, so that gives you a bunch of options. Close enough? Okay, something like this. Probably like that. Yeah, because then they have to fight for this space, then this space, and then this space. Something like that, I think, right? Yeah, so there's lots of options. You have tons that you can just play around with. The key is there's millions more that you can throw, but the only way you're going to find out where those walls are is if you break your habit of doing the same thing over and over again, whatever's comfortable, and you try to venture out and try different things. Experiment, right? Don't be concerned with winning or losing the game. Be concerned with getting better at what you're doing. Beautiful kill. Beautiful kill. I like to use my orb on B because it's very tight. Way they have to push through and you can stop them with mollies. Yeah. She was doing that a few times. She's been doing that pretty much every round with the orb. Okay. So, we talked about your counters. What can you do right now?
Ult.
Yeah, run into her ult and ult. You can calm you're doing that. That way this neon doesn't just go and commit suicide. Damn. This is a commit and a half. See how awkward this is? You could have just popped your ult and it would have made no difference. The only difference it would have been is worse for her. Right? This is like the most.
Player standing.
This is the most awkward game of cat and mouse I've ever seen. Like it's like.
Good shot.
He thought he was sly. He was like, I'm gonna get out of here now.
I'm over them.
Gun here.
Could I
Anyone have funds to spare?
What?
Thank you.
get your handle? Like that one there.
Anyone have funds to spare?
Everyone's so in love with their skins, and I play with a default. I don't get it, guys.
Skins, by the way, so-
What was that?
I love my skins too, so.
Yeah, I'll marry this.
I just don't get it.
I've got your.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. So this actually worked really well without any comms, but imagine if you had some comms about that. Hey, I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'm throwing my orb for you.
Orb emitting.
Bro, I hit her minus 88.
They're already out on site. Okay, so hang on. Let's go back here because there's a timing issue here, I think. How did your molly bounce to here?
I have
I
no
like-
idea.
How did that happen? Was that her molly?
Nah, I think
No, it
it's
had to have been
mine.
her. Hang on, let me see this. Let me go back again. This is so weird. Hang on.
I've got your.
Just gonna watch the lines real quick.
Poison orb emitting.
What the fuck? Did it hit off someone? I think it actually bounced off someone. That's crazy. Look at this shit.
Orb emitting.
It bounced off someone's head. What the fuck? Oh, did it hit the sky ult? I thought it bounced off someone physical. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Bounced off someone's head, I think.
Bro, I hit her minus 88.
Okay. They're in sight. Same situation just happened. How many angles can they fight you on?
Too many.
Two. They're on site, right? So they could be here and they could be right in front of you. What was my rule for last time? When you have two angles that are threatening you.
Just aggro on one.
Aggro on one of them. Definitely be aggressive. Your best fight is going to be here, ignoring the people on site. Okay? So the entire time you're doing this, because look at the situation, it's a 3v4. You need to multi-frag for your team to get back into this. You actually need to get 3, right? That would be ideal. So if you get 2, it's okay, and die, that's fine, but it's not enough. You actually want to get 3. So what you're going to do is you be aggressive, and then you keep pushing. You keep pushing because they're already on site. Okay? So watch what happens.
I saw ultimate, then I'm dead.
Poison's off.
That was good. Alright. That was good, but you need to be a little bit more aggressive because you walking here, they already know you're there. There's no sense in walking.
Oh, that
So
was
just keep trying to fight. Shift in and out, anything along those lines. There's no need to walk.
Spike planted.
Jet big fuck.
There's another situation that comes up, I think it's next round, where I think you got a multi. Or I might be thinking of someone else. No, it was Sage. It's going to be the next VOD.
I'm out of here.
A girl out with you.
But like, give me that.
Help a girl out with ya.
Yeah, as soon as you get a kill, they know where you are, so there's no need to be like super secret agent anymore. Because spoiler alert, they know you're there.
Keep up.
There are stairs on the left? No, it was someone's head. Rogue.
Out of here.
You say you're mid.
you
Nothing.
Okay. Okay, wow. Wow, this is a whole lot of wrong right here. This is scary. Okay, so let's break this down really quick, okay? Harbor throws his ults. How many people are on A?
What do you mean, like our teammate assault them?
Harbor just threw his ult. How many people on offense are on A?
I mean, one that we know.
Okay. I'm glad that you said that. Because then you do this.
Nothing.
How many people could be here?
4.
Possibly. Yeah, you could have the Avengers all standing right here, assembled, ready for you, and you're like Thanos, you know what I mean? Like it's not gonna go well for you. right? And this is not the first movie, this is the second one. So Endgame, it's done because this is the last round, right? So it doesn't go well for Thanos, it won't go well for you. So your gun is out in animation right now, it's not looking too pretty, okay? The next step, how many people could be here?
Everyone could be that.
I love your knife. I really do, I promise. Okay, I too love it. How much did you spend on that, by the way?
Too much.
How much money? Tell everybody, go
I
on.
don't know.
Tell us your sins.
I don't remember how much it cost.
Okay, it was like $100. All right, so let's say it's $100, okay? This is $100. I love the animation, I love the knife. I don't want to see it right now. The reason being, we have no information at all. All we know is that Harbor just randomly threw an ult on there, okay? We have no comms for our teammates because we're playing in a ranked match where nobody talks, right? Might as well have them muted at this point. You have no information, and the knife is out. Please put it away. How many people could be here? Like, you putting a lot of faith in this. This is only 10 seconds into the round, and all we know is a Harbor ult, and by the way, there's nobody being scanned. I'm saying. It just knife in the air right now, just begging for it. You're begging for it. Oh my lord! Like, could they be to your right? Could they be on your right? Is it possible? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah?
Spike planted.
I don't know which guardian angel you have on your shoulder after all of that, but dear Lord Almighty, like...
No, I should not.
Now, is it likely that they're all going to be 5-man cave? Probably, because we're playing ranked. And at your rank, that's all they know is 5-man cave, which I've been trying to tell them not to do for the longest friggin' time, but they still do it, right? So I get it. You've been conditioned. But this is the kind of autopiloting that is causing you to tunnel vision. Same problem you've been dealing with. Okay? Now, if you asked how many numbers, I don't know if you watched me in the last little bit when I was playing Breeze with everyone, I was like, numbers, numbers, numbers. I'm constantly asking for numbers. That will allow me to feel confident when pulling my knife out and rotating from a flank, right? Because the likelihood of them being there, if they call 5 through cave, isn't 0, right? Probably on your right. You didn't clear bricks? Didn't clear bricks. Didn't clear bricks. It finally came back to you. You know, the universe is a very magical place, and it teaches you lessons, right? So you didn't die for the last 4 or 5 lessons when your gun wasn't out. So it finally came back and got you, and finally got you. Because guess what? Guess what? You go into this situation where you pop a utility and it's right. You should pop your ult. You should pop your ult. But finally, the universe punished you, and this is a good thing because it's a learning opportunity.
Bro, one's 8.
You should be upset.
I don't even want to watch this. I know I suck.
Magic Mike.
No one else good is good anyways.
Magic Mike, I'm being roasted right now. Hey, you know what? There's a lot of people to do. Oh, this is silly. So, okay, this. If you went, no, you can't win this round. But I was gonna say, if you could have won this round, I would have like lost my mind because he hits the fuse and he starts running to the right. It's like I'll be like, okay, well I'm just gonna chill.
We have another attack. A better attack anyway.
Switching sides.
Has this been helpful so far?
Yes.
Excellent. Love it.
It's also embarrassing to watch.
Why is it embarrassing? It shouldn't be embarrassing. Listen,
I'm bad at the game.
stop saying that. We've talked about it. You're actually really good at the game. You're really good at what you're playing. You're really good at what you're playing, right? I'll give you an example. So I'm a personal trainer, and I've worked with runners, and runners are very, very good at their particular video game. Their video game is I'm running track every single day, and I'm gonna get really, really good at it. I had them come in to the gym, and I had them lift weights. Guess what happened?
I guess they're not very good at it.
They're not good at it at all, but they can run the shit out of me, no problem, right? They'll run track over me, no problem, right? But my video game, they're not good at. They're not good at the weightlifting. Okay? The reason being is that their body's not used to it. Their minds aren't used to it. All this stuff is not used to it. Now, if I were to rely on any one person to set up and throw this orb on B main, okay, with your particular video game that you do over and over again, this one right here, I'm going to you because you are 10 out of 10 good at this video game. You rock this one, okay? There's nobody in chat who can do this better than you can. So you are very good at this game. The issue you have is you're not expanding the games that you have. You're not playing outside of the box enough. And that's why the entire game, if you will, the total game, which is why you think you're bad at the game, is not going well for you. Because you're playing one specific way. It's that simple. So you got to break out of the box a little bit and try different things in order to grow as a player. So I'm not going to accept you saying you were a bad player. What I will accept is I'm a good player for the game that I'm currently playing, and I'm a person of immediate growth that I can be able to get good at those particular games as well, not just my Viper Orb off the hop. Is that fair? You are a person of infinite possibility. Okay? You can get better. You've been good at this game, so you know you can get good at everything else. Fair enough? Devil's Rage says, I'll take her smokes all day. There you go. That B's on lock. The B's on lock. Now we got offense. We got offense. So, we're going to talk about planting protocols. We're going to be talking about crosshair placement. You really love this right click. I've seen you do this several times. Look at this. It's like walking out. She's tiptoeing in her Jordans. Tiptoeing in her Jordans. We had some follows there, I think. Magic Mike, thanks for the follow. Bonsky Val and Daichi, thank you so much for the follows, my friends. Welcome in. If you have any questions, feel free to fire away in the chat. Good wall. Everything here's great. Looks good. You're helping out your teammate with a peek. I love it. You're going in together. Beautiful. Everything is great. Everything's fantastic. Something's about to go wrong. This is a little wrong. It's not terrible, but it's a little wrong. Okay? There are 2 protocols for planting that must be completed prior to a plant. Have you heard about this before?
Yep.
Correct. Devil's Rage, correct on this one. Okay, so the first rule when you plant is you need to get one of these 2 things done. Okay, now there's a third option because you're playing Viper. There's a third option, but that being said, we'll go over that in a second. But there's 2 basic ones. The first one is if you get 2 kills on site, you are free to plant. Okay, everyone else, the duelist, should be clearing out every little possible nook and cranny outside of that to make sure that you're good. But you can plant as the planter after 2 kills. Okay, the other thing that must be cleared out, right? If you don't get the 2 kills, you must have back lane control. Back lane control on B is this lane here. Okay? If someone is right here, in this case it would be your Neon, and she has line of sight in the back line, you're probably okay to plant. That means they've done a full retake. So you have your Viper wall here, they're doing a full retake on us. Now, if they're doing a full retake 5v5, if you plant where you're planting right now, where do you think you need to go with 4 people on bomb site? Take a guess. After you planted.
Like main to hold flank.
You got it. Probably like right around here. Okay. That way you control that entire lane into the bomb site, and your teammates can play more free without worrying about their back. Okay. So you started planting, and I think, yes, not fully clear. Okay. Not fully clear. And it's all because of the pathing your team took. Look at that. Right. So we didn't get back lane control at any point in time, and you didn't get 2 kills, so you committed to the plant too early, and that's why this went wrong. Okay, now the third rule, you should have died. I have no idea. Like, this guardian angel is working friggin' overtime right now. Like, how the hell are you alive? Okay, the third rule of a plant that would supersede any other plant, for example, is like the one that you see all the time. Okay, there are exceptions to this rule. So if you go through and you do the worthy wall and you're playing for a post-plant situation so that you can do lineups, that's a situation where you can plant and then run out of the site and play like a bunch of lineups on it, right? That's like the third exception rule, right? But the first 2 are important. Get 2 kills, then plant, or get back lane control and then you can plant. Those are the 2, right? If you break it down like that, most of your issues when you're planting on any kind of ranked match is going to be absolved. I'm sure there's another one in flank. There has to be another one in flank, right? Okay, you hear 1 to your left. Here, okay, 2. You have 2 connector and 1 backside. Then the 1 connector, Sky, and then you're gonna have 1 in front of you in the backside right now. I hate being right, man. I hate being right. Look at this shit. Like, your crosshair placement. What is this? Why are you looking there? Okay, are you an interior designer? Are you an interior designer? Are you an interior designer? What is this? Why are you staring at the cobblestone? Okay, you know. Okay, you know this whole area is a threat. This whole area is a threat. This wall is covering you. It's a beautiful wall. I don't want you looking at it though. Okay, crosshair placement on the most likely threat angle. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. I'm gonna draw the entire outline here. Oh, there we go. Got it. Look at this. I'm an artist, guys. Oh shit. Oh shit. Come on. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that shit. Oh shit. There we go. It's a beauty. Let me just delete the rest of this. Let me get rid of this part. Oh no, I got rid of it all. Fuck. Oh well.
1 enemy remaining.
Any questions on that situation and why it went wrong, or was that pretty clear?
He scared the shit out of me.
Pretty good?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
He was just sitting behind a wall and the wall went down.
Just chilling on the wall, having a drink. All right, post-plant positioning on this round. Let's take a look at it.
I just don't have money for fucking anything else in the shows.
That's a problem, man. Strike is just a whiner.
I'm too rich.
This guy's a big whiner. Everything that he does is just whining.
Like Bulldog.
Go, go, go.
Toxins going up.
Correct. Why this buy?
Because reasons. It's just what I use.
Because is not an answer. Let's try one more time. Why this buy? What kind of fights do you plan on taking?
I don't know. It's just like the automatic buy I make, like usually. 1 second.
So why this buy?
For no reason, because I'm stupid.
You're not stupid. You are autopiloting. Remember how you said at the beginning of the VOD you have a hard time tunnel visioning and dealing with that? It's because you're feeding into it. You're putting reps upon reps upon reps of autopilot in your system. You're doing it because you saw someone else do it. Now, I'm not saying that the buy is bad, as long as you have a plan behind it. But you don't have a plan because you told me because. Right? Because is not a legitimate reason for why we buy the Spectre. Now, if you told me, I'm planning on taking a close range fight here, I'm planning on playing my wall, and then taking a close range fight, then that's fine. But I'm willing to bet we're not going to play the Spectre for a close range fight.
Get concussed.
Let's see what happens. Long range. We're gonna back up for more long range. Oh, we're moving up. There we go. Close range fight. That was good. Wasn't planned. Oh, long range. Long range.
Remaining.
Please, somebody.
Fight left. I'm out of here.
Long range.
Enemy spotted.
Okay. You took one close range fight in a fight that would probably be better served with the Bulldog. Correct? Fair enough?
Yep.
Crimson. Okay. I'd argue that Guardian is the best gun in the game. You would be correct, Jimbo.
Dude, I never
You would be correct. Guardian is the best gun in the game. Hands down. No question. I'm with you on that one.
He says that.
I don't have anything. No, I didn't say anything. You do know that.
Okay, never mind then.
Okay.
You said I wasn't.
And the point I wanted to make on that round, we talked about post-plant positioning. Okay. Where do you think you should be in this situation? With the plant being started in a second. Okay, plant started, where should you go?
Probably like hold backside for the plant.
You want to go right here? Right
Somewhere
here?
there, yeah.
Okay.
So like they can't swing backside on her when she's planting.
Why'd you buy the snake bites?
Like
Because?
I could play like lineups, but I don't have lineups for that spot. That's the problem.
Oh, well, that's a you problem, Crimson. That's a you
me
problem.
but
That's a you problem, right? You're playing Viper. You need to be good with Viper, right? That's the plan. We got to be good with Viper. So let's find some lineups, because
I used to. I just don't remember them anymore.
well, you bought the snake bites, right? And I'm just wondering why the snake bites are even bought at all if we're not going to be playing lineups, right? If you got plans for them to like delay certain things, great. But let's get some lineups. Otherwise, save your money and just buy a bigger gun.
Please, somebody.
Fight left. I'm out of here.
Hi, Worthy. Am I worthy to be coached by you? You are always worthy to be coached by me. You have to go into Discord and you have to chat with me to be able to be coached. So socials are listed right here. You can jump on in.
Dude, I never played this.
Maybe even better, I think, because just in
Hello,
case
I
you spray
think
on
it
short
is
range.
our
Rogue, the only
strategy.
issue is that buying a Vandal second round could lead to issues. That's the only thing I would say. In a ranked environment, most people are not going to play around you properly, so it'll be an issue with that. Dina, how's it going? We have Dina coming up next.
He says that.
Dina, we might be doing yours a little bit sooner.
Okay, never mind then.
Second round is bad, but overall.
You said I was unlucky and getting greedy by a shot.
Yeah, overall, I'd say you're right. This round I have no comment on. Let's see if there's anything that pops up. What was it this round? Oh, it's round 15. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. All right. This is an important one. Okay, so you're missing this comm here. This is number one, something that you should be saying all the time. Okay. Anytime you drop your wall, you need to communicate to your team the wall's going down. Okay. Needs to happen. So watch what happens here.
Toxins going up.
You pop the wall up.
lovely.
Watch your minimap.
Push with that fucking buggy.
Toxin screen down.
You just drop your wall. Did you see what happened?
Yep.
Yeah. Jet just popped your person from the wall.
Okay, that's mine now. Okay, we rotate.
Okay, that's like a big no-no. Big no-no. You gotta be communicating the wall going up and down regularly.
Someone's rotating for me.
Enemy spotted mid.
Toxins going up.
How many people are you hearing around in T-spawn?
What?
No, sorry, CT spawn. How many people do you hear in the defender spawn? At least one. Communicate it. At least one defender spawn. Okay.
One is on B. Close to you, Viper. It's right.
Toxin screen down.
Spike down.
You knew this person was there. And then you took the fight like this. Okay? If you know a person's there, you need to swing with gusto. That means you need to be peeking with an A key alone. You used W and you used A. You were peeking on a diagonal. You were walking into a diagonal. Walking into diagonals is a big no-no altogether. If you walk into a diagonal, it's like easy peasy kill, right? So you cross their place, you peek out to the right or peek out to the left, and you take this fight because you know they're there. He doesn't know you're there. So you're actually giving him an equalizer fight when you walk like this and you peek out like that. Okay?
Spike down mid.
Fuck.
Last player standing.
Fuck. Fuck. And Crimson, you're not bad at this game. Like, I don't know why you keep telling yourself that. You're not. You're playing hard mode when you could be playing story mode. That's what's going on. Honestly.
I think that B is much easier. Like, they're playing 2 smokes on A.
Yes, she is Finnish, Krumsky. You have a Finnish friend in chat.
Oh no.
But that was a bonus, so
16. I think there's something else that happens here that's like an easy fix for you that you probably already know about. Let's see what happens here.
hello.
Toxin screen.
I think she was mad that you didn't peek. Let me see what happened here.
Hello.
Yeah. This sounds like Josh stealing his sand. He's hoping that you're swinging here. Because you actually motioned towards him, and then you backed off. Which happened to me in our fives
He
today.
kinda died before I could peek it.
I know, but you could have swung, is what I'm saying, right? So you were going in that direction to help him. And he thought that you were gonna peek out at that moment to trade. That's what he meant. That's why he's going hello. Yeah. Yeah. He was a little upset that he didn't trade there. That's what's going on. He also whiffed like a full clip onto him. The scream is me. Hello! We've all been there before.
This is Sky.
Alright, we haven't seen Sky. She could be to your right.
No one's just-
You do this thing here. Like, you do this a lot. Where you're just like looking into the wall. I honestly think you're an interior designer at this point. And you're just like
I
loving
honestly,
it.
like, I don't realize it when I'm playing the game, but when I like watch like my VODs, I realize like, why am I looking at a wall?
Yeah. You're looking at the minimap, I think. You're kind of like, you're just letting the, it's kind of like this, right? You drive? Do you drive car?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, so it's the equivalent of you driving your car, looking at your side view, and then drifting off the road. That's what this is. Like, you're just looking at your side view mirror, like, ooh, there's a hot guy behind me. And then like you're just like letting the wheel just carry you over to the left. You just run to the guardrail. Like, that's what's going on. Like, you just kind of like, you're kind of like focused on that one thing, whereas you should be flicking your eyes. Okay, so you're kind of like, when you check your mirrors when you're driving, you look to the side view, you look to the other side view, you look up top, right? No different here. Your side view mirror, your rear view mirror here, and then your kill feed is your right side view mirror, right? So you're just flicking your eyes every once in a while whenever you're in this safety mode. So you should always actively have your crosshair placed on the spot that's going to give you the most threat, right?
No one says anything.
Go, go, go!
Driving your car and staring at a lamppost?
Reloading.
So I don't drive. Can I ask how much one lesson is? Sessions are $50 per session USD.
No one coming to side with me?
One mid. Double door.
Hang on, I think you actually make a good comm here. Let me hear.
No one coming to side with me?
One mid.
Okay, you're not even telling them.
Reloading.
Hang on.
I was actually tilting because like there's 3 of us and we're just splitting up.
Okay, you didn't comm at all then. Hang on. Wait a minute. Yeah, because Neon going up halls right now is kind of a throw.
Go, go! Reloading.
Did you comm anything?
Go, go, go!
No one says anything.
No, okay, so this is on you. This is on you.
I'm bad with comms.
This is on you, okay? 3v2 situation. They could be anywhere, right? I would say maximum, worst case scenario, there's 2 on A, right? If you have a 3v2 and there's 2 on A, and 3 of you push through cave together, you should win that. If you lose it, that's a you problem. It's not a strat problem, it's a you problem. More often than not, though, because you guys are rotating from B, if you pop your wall here, you can make them stay there a little bit longer, and maximum you're probably going to be fighting is 1. But I'm willing to bet there's 0, okay? I think there's 1 because you end up getting flashed. But anyways, it's 1 versus 3. If you get 3K'd, once again, that's a you problem. It's not a strat problem, okay? Everyone, you should be calling to them, follow me, cave. Follow me in cave. Free win. Follow me. Follow me. Repeat it a couple times because people just do their own thing. Like this neon randomly walking up halls. Makes no sense, right? The only way we lose this is if we're doing exactly what we're doing here, where everyone's playing on their own. You just take your numbers advantage, you run through cave, you go here, and you just win. It's just that simple, okay? So now you're not saying anything, and because you're not saying anything, this is gonna happen.
No one coming to side with me?
One mid.
Because you didn't ask them. You didn't ask them.
Both double doors.
Oh, they're both double doors, and you're alone with the bomb.
Can we go
Spike
outside?
down A.
I'm sorry. Are you getting frustrated with them, and you didn't say anything before that? Is that what's going on right now, Crimson? Are you getting
Yes.
frustrated?
Yes.
I'm sorry. You've lost your right to be frustrated. You didn't say anything, right?
I mean,
They can't read your mind.
One reason I don't like playing solo queue because I'm so stressed. I get so anxious that I have to talk to strangers. So I like having the one duo who I can actually talk to.
I want you to come into my Discord and actively talk to strangers until you get used to that. You need to put yourself in front of these uncomfortable scenarios. You have to. You need to challenge yourself, right? As your coach, barring anything I'm going to teach you in Valorant, this is something that's going to help you with life. You have to do that, right? I think I talked about this on stream the other day, where I was not always like this. Being able to talk to someone random from Finland, you know, I could never do this. Especially a woman. I couldn't do it. I was terrified. Like, I was literally sheltered pretty much my entire life. I was bullied all my life into this submission state where I just, like, couldn't talk to anybody, right? I had to physically put myself in uncomfortable scenarios to get out of it. Because the entire time I conditioned myself that I couldn't do it, right? So I'm going to challenge you to find a way to break past this barrier for you, okay? I want you to hop in Discord. I want you to say hello. If it means you having 2 or 3 lines, like, how was your day today? How's the weather in Canada? Anything like that, and then you just disconnect afterward, that's fine. I'm okay with that. As long as you meet at least 1 to 2 new people in Discord per day, okay?
No.
Yes. Yes. Okay? I will not give you any more Valorant lessons. You're barred until I see that you're doing this. Okay?
Okay, fine.
Okay? You need to break past this. Please. Okay? Don't be afraid of meeting people. What's the worst case scenario? What's the worst case scenario? If you meet someone.
There's many of them.
Give me one. Give me one. I'm gonna debunk every single one of them. Give me one.
I mean, they could be mean or sexist
Okay.
or
Okay.
anything.
Okay. So, mute them. If they're gonna be sexist, why do you need those people in your life? You don't need them. You don't need to prove anything to those people. They're gonna be stuck in their own way. Fuck them. Mute them. They're not. Why are we letting them live rent free in your head? You want to be putting yourself in situations where you can be empowered, not disempowered. If these guys want to be assholes to you, then completely mute them. They're not worth anything at that point. There's no value you can get from that person. So don't give them anything. Okay? Give me another one.
Okay. I don't know.
Okay? If they're mean, who cares?
Scary.
It's,
Just scary.
but so listen, we'll talk about that in a second too, okay? If people are mean, it might not even be your fault. It could be something they're going through. Maybe their parents just got told that they both have cancer right? Or something like that. Maybe they're having a really shitty day and you just happen to be there for that moment. You just need to breathe and let it go and just be okay with them being the state they're in, right? In fact, instead of being anything else, you should be receptive to trying to help those people more than anything, right? People come in here all the time and they try to troll me. Some guy said I was bald the other day. I'm just like, honestly, it's just because I have a really huge brain and I don't know where to put it, right? Like, you can literally just flip all these things on your head, right? The worst case scenario, if they're mean, are you going to remember that person in 10 years' time?
Yes.
No, you're not. No, you're not. When was the last person that was mean to you? Who was the last person? What was his exact name? What was his KDA? Do you remember those? Exact name.
I don't think so.
No, so don't let it live rent-free in your head. It doesn't matter, right? In 20 minutes time, 40 minutes time, however long the game actually goes for, you're not going to see that person ever again, right? You're not going to see them. If you do see them, that should be like, wow, that's awesome. We got queued and there's like 100,000 people here. That's amazing, right? like there's no way that I'm going to end up getting queued with those person again, right? So just like, it's 45 minutes of your life. Just forget them, right? So you need to challenge yourself and put yourself in front of more people and get more situations. If 100 people are mean to you, I guarantee you by the end of those 100 people, you're going to be more numb to that situation. You're going to be more numb to it. You're like, it doesn't even bother me anymore. I'm just already expecting it. It's whatever. Forget it. Right? The other thing you can do too is empower yourself. So if someone's being misogynistic, if you want to bounce back at them, you have all the lines you're afraid someone's going to say to you. You have a notepad on another screen, and you just have your automatic responses. Right? I've done this one before. For example, someone says, send me nudes. I had the person respond. It said, I don't think your McDonald's salary can cover the cost of them. And everyone in the freaking voice chat just blew up. It was hilarious, right? You can have automatic responses for anything that you're afraid of, right? When I was, to give you an example of this. So I was in the same place as you were. I could not talk to anybody, right? Took me years to get to this point, but I put in the reps to do it. And what I did was I got a job as a front desk manager, if you will, or front desk operator of a gym. When you're in a gym, it is a completely social environment. So I was in a place where I was completely uncomfortable, but I did it purposely. And I knew in my job, the most critical skill was to talk to people. So what I did, and I had so much anxiety when I did this, Crimson, like, don't even get me wrong. I put myself in front of someone. I would scan their tag in, and I would say, hello there. And I don't know where it's going to go from there, right? Sometimes people will say something else, and I'll be like, oh, that's great, that's great. Like, I wouldn't really give a really good responsive answer, but then after that conversation was done, I would go and lock myself into the closet. I would breathe heavy because the anxiety is out of the fucking world, right? You know how the feeling is, right? Your anxiety is blowing up. So I reset myself, and guess what I did? Went back out, and I did it again. Then I did it again. Then I did it again. Anytime I needed to put myself into that position to like introvert myself and get back to normal, I would go back into the closet, close the door, relax, breathe, and then I'd come back out again and do it again. After a week or so of doing that, I started preparing lines for myself. Hello, how is the weather out there today? I would say that shit, right? What kind of workouts are you going to do? Are you going to hit the chest? Awesome, that is great that you're hitting the chest. I'm gonna walk back into the closet and reset myself. Eventually, I became really good at it, and I was talking to people. But the only way I did that, Crimson, is I went out of my way to feel uncomfortable. I had to grow past it. So I'm gonna challenge you. I want you to talk to people. Guys, when you see Crimson in Discord, go and say hello to her, okay? Are you cool with that, Crimson? Are you cool with that?
I guess.
Okay, this is a lesson for life, all right? It's not just Valorant, it's for life, all right? If someone gives you shit, you tell me, I will hop in that Discord and I will chew that person out for you. Don't you worry, okay? Someone gives you any shit, I will be your white knight, all right? I'm coming in, okay? We're gonna grow past this together.
One enemy remaining. 30 seconds left.
It's a freaking no.
Talking to 60 strangers watching the stream right now. Yeah, I can see why you're feeling a little anxious, but here's the thing, Crimson. Like, this is good for you. This is growth.
You dodge. Breathe when it's over.
This is growth. Okay? Anytime you feel like someone's being mean to you, I want you to repeat yourself. This is growth. This is growth. This is growth. Okay? This is growth.
Thank you.
I'm gonna become stronger from this. I'm gonna become stronger from this. Repeat it.
Reloading.
I'm a person of infinite potential. Infinite growth. This is growth. Repeat. Repeat.
Reloading.
Okay?
Let's go.
I think another person doesn't even notice that you're anxious, just to give you that importance.
Reloading.
Yeah, everyone here doesn't notice you're anxious until you said that you were anxious, right? Or said that you don't like talking to people. Nobody knew that. From listening to you, I thought you were a pretty confident person. You like laughing. You're good, right?
I laugh because I'm stressed.
You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. This is actually a completely stress-free environment right now. This is your growth period. This is good. We need to be okay with being in these moments,
Enemy spotted
right?
B. Reloading.
Okay, we're gonna move ahead on this one. This is a crosshair placement thing.
Get ready.
And you were really tired. We're gonna have to work on that. Where can you buy lessons? You can do it through Discord. So socials are listed right here. Thank you so much, Dimbo. Appreciate you. Joined up on Discord. You can send me a message directly, and then we can talk about pricing and whatnot. Thank you to everyone who's come out today, by the way. Appreciate you all for sticking around and helping out the student and joining in the conversation. Okay, this happens a lot throughout this entire game. Did you see what happened there? See Magic Pants?
Yeah.
Yeah, Magic Pants is having a bad day right now. You know why Magic Pants is having a bad day? Because it didn't know your wall wasn't up, right? So you can take... Uh-huh? What's that? I can't hear you.
Shouldn't it kind of be obvious since that round is literally just starting? Like, I haven't even had time to throw the wall.
You could have threw it before. You could have threw it before the round. His muscle memory is telling him that Vipers that he's played with have thrown the wall before. Like, before the round. So he's peeking out wide with this. Okay? So, regardless of that, what I would have you do is if you throw it at the beginning of the round, you say you're throwing it and then tell people when you're popping it. This is an easy one for you. Just say, wall going down, wall going up. I don't want you to say anything else in the ranked match. Just start with that. Okay? Because nobody can dispute you on that. Wall's going up, wall's going down. If anyone says any shit to you, you mute them right away. Wall's going up, wall's going down. Okay? Just mute them and keep talking to them. Okay? This is like my hello. When I said hello to people, this is my hello, right? This is your thing. What time zone do you live so I can know it? You just message me whenever, Rogue. Don't worry about that. Message me whenever, and I'll respond when I can. Sometimes I'll be working on my other job.
Reloading.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things that go wrong on this offense side because you're not talking enough. And in this situation, I would say that there's going to be a point in time where you can take the reins and call where to go here.
Go, go, go.
I would say everyone group up and take B, like right around now. Especially after that kill. That was a beautiful peek, by the way. Look at this. This was awesome. Let's watch this again. Perfect peek.
Go, go, go.
Love that. Love that. Nice little slice of pie. Really good. Sleep well, Rogue. Thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate you. Yeah, just send me a message whenever, and then I'll respond. Okay. So you got a kill on A, and you got a kill in mid. Where do you think they're going to, or where do you think they're going to go if you're the last two people?
On A.
They're probably going to rotate A. So you can calm to them, which you're trying to do right now. Let's go B. Group up, B main. Follow me. Follow me. What'd you say here? Let me listen back to it.
Toxin screen down.
Good. There you go. See, that's what I want to hear. I want to hear that more actively. Just calm that. That's your big job.
Spike down A.
Breach will be in CT in a few seconds, most likely. That's what I'm guessing. If not, he's probably behind you in mid.
Last player
Oh, we
standing.
was in there!
Okay, what was the thought process there? What was your planning?
Honestly, I thought she was on stairs and not in halls. So I was hoping to get the kill since I was low. It was 2v2.
Okay. What I like you doing here is just positioning yourself either at the door or like tucking and then watching this angle and then say peek on my contact. That would be something you can do. Because you pushing in here, it's as obvious as this is not going to be the right play at all, right?
Oh, we was
So you play towards A main with your mollies, or you play back towards double doors? Yeah, so he came from double doors as well. So he came from here and rotated all the way this way. That was one of the two options. He was either going to be here in that 1 second, which he wasn't when you peeked out, or he's going to be behind you, and that's the exact timing there. That's all for mental projection.
I still have my ult, so I don't have to buy.
All right, we're going to do a threat assessment thing here.
Try to catch me.
So, what do we need to worry about on this round? Let's look at the scoreboard. Let's do a little scoreboard assessment. And chat, you can help her out as well. We're all in this together. What sort of things do we need to worry about this round?
I mean, they have 4 ults.
Yeah, you're damn right. So we talked about who counters you. Who are their direct counters here?
Viper, Breach, Harbor, Sky. All of them.
Yeah.
Sky's the only one who doesn't have a ult, though.
Yeah, so you got 3 ults that counter you, pretty much directly or slightly indirectly. So if you pop your ult, you need to be very aware of that. Where has Breach been playing?
I think A? I mean B. Wait, B.
Correct. Which one is it going to be? Which one's it going to be? B, correct. He's been playing B. We just saw him rotate from B, right? We're playing in what rank again? Is this Diamond?
Yep.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. When you're on defense, what did you do every single round?
I play the same spot.
Yeah. If you were Breach and you're playing this rank and you're not really critically thinking and you're playing kind of like you, what do you think Breach is going to do every single round?
Play the same side.
Exactly. Bang on. Okay? So, if you want to go for your ult here, if you want to go for that play, I think going towards B is probably not going to be the best bet for you. Okay?
Just play eco here with
You're probably going to want to go towards A.
you guys can get the kills and we pick the kills.
I think we should just rush out all at once.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
aside Viper ult, and I'm just gonna
both
touch
Jet
everyone.
and go back first.
All right.
Thanks,
You,
bro.
I love everything you do here. That was really good. That was really good. I'm going to Viper ult. I'm going to have all this planned. It's going to be all great. The only problem is that Breach is playing on B. And as soon as you pop your ult, the normal situation that happens after someone uses an ult is they're going to use utility for utility. That means they're going to probably respond with their ult for ult. This is probably not going to go well.
They're gonna be fucking scared.
But I love that you had a plan, and I love that you told everyone your plan. It's just unfortunate that the plan's probably not going to work. Let's see what happens, chat.
Right here. My dog is coming first and
Go, go, go.
go, 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 go.
I'm out of here.
Toxins going up.
Shock it. Gotta go.
One behind.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Toxin screen down.
Fuck me, bro.
Oh boy! Oh my god, you got rewarded!
I'm dead.
Spike down B. Last player standing.
Oh, this is great! Move to the left, move to the left, move to the left. Swing! Oh no!
I have the spike.
Move, move, keep going to the left, keep going to the left, keep going to the left. Oh no, no. Fake plant, nice. Oh, she was coming from the left the entire time.
Why can't we just go in and plant the
That's free
spike?
there.
Okay, Crimson, I want to give you a big hug. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. You were on eco. Here's the big thing. You guys are on eco. So if you're on eco, you're more likely going to lose the round, right? So when you're on eco, assume that you're probably going to lose. What you want to do is get a bare ass minimum on this round. You killed 3. This is a massive victory for you. You should be very happy. We shouldn't be pissed off. Okay? Everyone's got sheriffs. You know what I mean? Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay? You're very quiet. Just speak up. You're very quiet. You're on
I don't
eco.
do the speaking thing.
You need to do the speaking thing. I'm going to challenge you to do the speaking thing, okay? This was in the recording. This is in the recording, guys. Everyone thought that you were screaming right now. No. But you don't need to be angry right now because you're on an eco round, so you're more likely going to lose this round because it's just stats, right? It's the stats. So you got 3 kills here. You shouldn't be pissed. You should actually be the opposite. You should be very happy. You should be excited at the fact that you got those 3 kills. This is really good for you.
Parasites aren't gonna take one step past this place.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
It's going great, Tiger. Good to see you. Welcome in. How are you doing? We played a little bit on stream today, actually. We had 1 good game, 1 bad game. That's the way cookie crumbles sometimes. All right. This round here, mini-map.
Track them down.
Yeah, our breeze game didn't go well. We had we were all off on our comms, we were off on our timings, and we were off on our positioning. So we ended up not getting in really good situations there. I think on my defense I had like maybe 2 clean fights the entire way through. So we were just a little bit off as a group. Alright, if they're gonna ult like this, I'd say we just rotate.
There they are.
Rotate. Let's take B.
There.
Or take up mid and try to get them moving a little bit. This guy just rim. Oh yeah, jeez.
Just rotate. Don't take
I kinda just don't know what happened there.
You just gotta, okay, at this point here, you know Viper's here. Okay, Viper's down now. Perfect.
Like,
It's
I
crazy.
didn't even realize someone killed the Viper. I would have probably like otherwise been with people like going back to A, but honestly I didn't even realize someone killed the Viper.
Cryptic, it would be better if you ask Wendler for those things, for the orbs, because he's got a lot more experience playing Viper than I do. Specifically for orbs. I usually play KO on this map. So anyways, so this one here, so you got the kill, you got the 2 kills. This is where you just group everyone up, and everyone just goes take B together. So just like, hey, follow me on B, follow me on B, bait me for a kill. Bait me for a kill is so good. Main lineup is just halls. You can also land an orb here if you're not playing a wall that's going to be like the worthy wall. You can land one in between cleavage from A main. That'd be it. Okay. Holy Gunner. Okay. Let me ask you a question. It's going to be a very familiar question. How many people are on A? On their defense. How many people are on A?
I have no idea.
Don't know. Cool. Love that. How many people are on mid? How many
I have
people
no
could be
idea.
pushing through B?
Basically, technically all of them.
Yeah, and this knife here needs to go away. Okay, put the knife away. Put the knife away. Here's the other reason why I think someone's here, why it's a really high threat. At the beginning of the round, you guys all went towards A. And then the Viper called out, there's like 4 here! There's 4 here! Well, guess what? That breach is still alive. That breach has been playing B. And that breach has legs. The breach could be moving. The breach could be right here in front of your face. And you don't even know it, right? You could be dead. So, gun out if you don't know for 100%.
Just rotate to B.
Because it could be on your right as well, right? You're kind of clearing it with intention, but you're not.
Guess not.
When in doubt, run with the knife out? No. Okay, this breach, yeah, breach is still here, right?
I'm out of here. Here we go.
There you go. Okay, one's gonna be McDonald's in a few seconds here, most likely. One was top mid. That's what he meant. Okay. When he said top mid, he was looking towards here. I didn't think he meant nest. That confused me too. I'll give you a break on that one.
Last
Now,
player
let's say 2020 hindsight. We know what top mid is.
One shot mid.
Pillar one.
What could you do if he's top mid?
Smoke him off. Use my orb.
Throw your orb just right there, pop it, and then get on site. Okay. I'm sitting there looking at Sova. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna get shot from mid. Yeah, there she is, right there, holding the one angle. And when I see someone doing this, I'm thinking there's got to be another one bottom mid, because she wouldn't have this much confidence to just stand out in the middle of nowhere, right? There's got to be someone here covering her, and there is.
Last player standing. Spike down B.
There's a Love that response. Did we win this game?
I think we won this game. Pretty sure we did.
We're gonna try to go.
Let's move ahead. We'll move to rap, because we have Denna coming in next. Denna plays Breeze too. You might want to watch this one. She's playing Sage. And then our last VOD today, this is going to be an awesome one, chat. We're going to be coaching the youngest player I've ever coached. Period. Youngest coach, or youngest age. Guess what her age is? I'm really excited for this one. Guess what her age is, Crimson?
12.
Okay, yeah.
She's 8 years old. 8 years old. Yeah. And she's cracked. She's cracked. Like, no joke, she's cracked.
I've got your trail.
Oh, this is not gonna go well. This is not gonna go well. Oh my god, how many times have you like... Oh no! Oh, if you got that third one, that would have been insane. That would have been insane. She might be a pro, honestly. She might be a future pro. 8 years old. Probably not for this game, but maybe another game. By the time she hits 16, she can clap, man. Like she came out of the womb playing mouse and keyboard, yeah. Well, Rankishi, she's bronze. She's bronze right now, but the way that she frags, the way that she like crosser places and things like that, and her utility usage, I'm like, are you sure you're bronze? like it's pretty impressive. Yeah, 10 years of experience at 18, yeah. That's like, I think that like as an equivalent to like Floyd Mayweather Jr. when he was like boxing at like 5 years old. You know what I mean? That's why he was so damn good. He's like had it ingrained in him. How does she even calm? She actually sings. You'll love it. She's a pretty good singer. She's go gauntlet out of the womb. This response is great.
Oh, well, that's
You're so funny.
Spike down B.
Oh, okay, what happened here? Let's go through this again. I've seen this once before. Good. Okay, you have your ult, you have your orb. Toss your orb like right through here, so you can take that away, or take it right here. Either one, just toss it in front of you, pop it out, so you have to worry less about which angles you have to focus on when you come in. Okay, so just toss it out. You have a wall as well. You haven't used your wall. Oh, and you did use your wall. Okay, never mind. So you have all the stuff. This is good. You know where breach is going to be. Breach is going to be backside. And you know they're going to be connector. There's probably one McDonald's at this point. So one here, so I'm guessing. And then you have one right here. Okay. See if I'm right. 1, 2, and then one McDonald's. Oh no, there's one flank.
Oh, well, that's
McDonald's. McDonald's. Boom. All three of them called. Right?
Standing.
No way.
All mental projection. Do you understand how I did that? Crimson? Speak to me, Crimson. Do you understand how I did that?
No.
Okay. What I do at the beginning of every single round is I say to myself, how have they been playing, right? Or if I don't have that information, in my experience playing this map, if I were to go left to right, where do they normally play? We can just go numbers, okay? So on B site, what do you think they're going to be with their setup? How many people, numbers-wise, are going to be on B? Just say a number.
1 or 2.
Okay, so which one's going to be, 1 or 2?
2.
2. We're going to have 2 here. How many people are going to be towards the mid area?
1.
Cool. We'll go 1 towards nest if you want. How many are going to be on A?
2.
2. Okay, awesome. So what you need to do now that you've made this assumption at the beginning of the round, you go in, if you frag 2, you know the timings of how long it'll take for someone, being one person, going here, for one person to go here, for one person to wrap all the way through here, or for one person to wrap all the way through here. You know all the timings in your head. So as you're hitting the site, your mind is thinking about all the timings of where people are going to be. That's like next level shit, right? But it all starts from the beginning of the round having an educated assumption, left to right, how many people are going to be there. What other setups have you seen? 1-1-3 is a common one as well. Okay. Usually that 1 here is probably going to be like here, 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 and here. So 1-1-1-2. That's kind of like a 3, if you will. Right? So any one of those setups are usually what happens. Later on in scrims, as a team, you'll see 1-3-1. You'll have double retake on A and aggressive mid. Right? There's a lot of different setups you're going to see in a scrim environment, right? Or a 10-man environment. But you will see the basic 1-1-1-2 here, or something along those lines, like a 2-1-2 that you were talking about. So you just work under the assumption of one of those, and then you have all of your timings in your mind. Okay? Power worthy? I'm not sure what we're talking about here, Jeremy. Thank you for coming in, Jeremy. Okay. Let's see. This is the last round, I think. Let's see what happens in the last round. And then we'll move to wrap. You're going to tell me what your top takeaways were from today, Crimson. And Crimson, I want to say you did really well today. I know that a lot of this stuff is a little bit nerve-wracking for you. You know, you're in front of 75 people. Happens. Okay. But you did a really good job here. And I think you're going to grow really well. So, what are your top takeaways from today? Come on, you gotta have something. Give me 1 or 2. Okay. What are you gonna take into your next game? You're like, yeah, this is something for me.
Just like try to get out of my comfort zone a little bit and try different things.
Yeah. And what's the worst to happen if you get out of your comfort zone?
I mean, there is a chance it doesn't work out, but
Yeah. Well, could you always just do it again and then like try again and then see if you can make it work better next time?
yeah.
Yeah. You have infinite possibilities in a lifetime. The one thing that hurts a lot of people is they don't get to see what their maximum potential can be in something because they're too afraid to challenge themselves. Right? Now that's the worst. Right? For example, when I'm working with people in the gym, a lot of people don't know how good their body can be, how well it can perform, you know, what their maximum potential is. And I feel like for any person who doesn't get to experience what their maximum potential is, you kind of like, you've wasted a really good opportunity, right? So no different than you in Valorant. You know, you're used to throwing that orb at the beginning of B on defense every single round. Break out of that comfort zone. Try something different. If you're worried it's not going to go well, tell your team, I'm going to do something silly here. Do you mind playing off of me or get ready to play in a situation that's probably not going to be good for us? Like it's going to be a 4v5. I'm going to make a play. Tell them you're going to do it. And then they can't really get mad at you for it. Maybe someone will suggest something different. That's fine. You can let them do that. All right? Cool. Any other takeaways?
Maybe just like I need to come more, but
Here's what you can do, okay? Calm everything, but start everyone off muted. That way you don't have to listen to them, right? That way you can just practice and work on delivering comms, right? Play 10-mans with us. Play more 10-mans with us, and then you'll be able to work on the comms there too. You're going to be in a judgment-free zone, right? So you can freely make mistakes in a 10-man. There's no pressure.
I mean, like, I was playing on the 10-man yesterday, and it was so much easier to actually give comms there than it is in a comp game.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying, right? Like, you saw 3 rounds today where the comms were absolutely atrocious, right? Terrible comms. You couldn't really work off anything. So, to be able to receive comms in this game, in this ranked version of the game, it's not something that you want to be practicing or relying on, right? But you can still practice the skill of you delivering the comms. And that's what's important. So that skill is important. But actually listening and responding to them, not as important. You can get all the information you need off of the mini-map. That's it. Just look at the mini-map. You'll see someone taking a fight, you know when to swing. All right? Or you see someone moving up, playing outside of what you're doing, because you're playing completely passive to playing aggressive, you can move up. You can do something. You don't even have to listen to them. Right? You can get all of it from the mini-map. If you want, for fun, try a challenge. Play an unrated, press your map key, and keep it in front of you the entire time. And just play off your map. I've done it before. It's fun. It's possible. Okay? Try that as a challenge. All right. Awesome, Crimson. You did really well today. And I know that you're going to do extremely well. Next time, if you want to do this off stream, we can talk about a time and figure it out. That way you're feeling a little bit more comfortable. But I loved everything I saw there. And I think if you just keep working on those things we talked about with the comms, you know, enabling your teammates in terms of the comms that you give them, you're gonna soar past this rank, no problem. Because your shot's good.
Okay.
You just gotta believe in yourself. It's ultimately that. Okay?
Yep.
Excellent work today. You gonna stick around?
Yep.
Beautiful. Love it. Love it. All right. I'm gonna disconnect and I'll give you all the information, all the stuff that you need after the stream. Okay? Sound good?
Yep.
Beautiful. All right, guys. You need Crimson to carry me? I mean, Crimson can carry everyone. She just needs to believe she can carry everyone. That's the key. That's the key. For the suffocation 131, yes. 131 is a great strat to suffocate. It's a strat that I was actually trying to run in our unrated today on Breeze. And it didn't end up working out. It is what it is. But yeah, that's the basic idea behind a 131 is that you have two people on the opposite sites and their job is to live and give information, fall back, and then absorb the push, hold the space, and allow for the big group to come in from behind, which they will never usually get used to, especially in an unrated environment. In a scrim environment, it's a little bit different, but you're attacking from all those angles and able to collapse together on it. So that's the idea behind that kind of stuff. So, Dina, let's get you in here. Is it Dina? Dena? Let's get you in here. I'm excited. Let's see what Dena's got going on today. Oh yeah, Dena's got a few good rules here. A few good rules. I'm looking forward to that one. You ever played GeoGuessr? It's pretty cool. You want me to play it? You want to play it on stream, eh? I would love to, but I got another VOD. We can do it another time, Kromsky. All right. We will do that together, and we'll do Wordle on stream at some point too. Whenever I'm like stuck in a queue, we'll do that. Geography is so fun. Honestly, I'm probably terrible with it. I think I've seen some streamers do it. I'm just like, yeah, I don't really know where that is. You ever I coach everyone. I don't know the backgrounds of all the people I coach. It's a little bit of a weird question. I'll coach everyone. I don't care where you come from. I see us all as equal. I don't really it's nothing to do with race or anything. All right, we've got Dina. I think I'm saying your name right. Hopefully that's right. We're gonna get you in and give you. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I thought that was a weird question. When you said it like that, I was like, I'm like, what do I look like? Is there a waiting list? It's first come, first serve. So the way it works, guys, just so I quickly run you through it. Join the Discord. You can direct message me from the Discord. You want to send me a VOD, and then you want to pay for the session through my website. So I'll send you the website link, all that good stuff. Give me your details as what you struggle with, all that good stuff. And then once you make your payment, the order number's there. You sent me your VOD that you want me to review. And choose a VOD that like you're clearly challenged. You're clearly challenged on. You don't really know what the heck to do, right? And then from there, we can book out the session. So it's first come, first serve. So we have a few people that are like trying to get a VOD to me right now. So I might be looking to book in about 2 weeks. My Sunday's still open, so if you do it quicker than the other people, then you can get in sooner. It's just that simple. But you definitely want to choose a game that you're struggling on, right? Or you don't really have an answer for. That's usually the best ones, right? You just choose any random game, then it's like, I don't really know what to say to you because things are going extremely well. And sometimes you'll make clear mistakes, and we're going to talk about that. Sometimes you get off track because you're like, well, I'm just running them down. But then it's like, okay, well, you can run them down, but you can still do it in a way that's going to serve you, not take away from you, right? So it's best to do a game